Okay, so team, the day one, we focused on the basic elements, what are the things and how we needed to be setting up for the upcoming sessions and other things. So day to today, this is going to be one of the important sessions. The reason why I say that is because this is where I started my journey in 2007-8. So when I started my journey, I was trying to identify what are the things which is required for a day trader. This was the basic one, which was told to be by my friend who started into the trading. Guys, I've been louder. I think most of them are able to hear me well and clear. So Sujit, what I would love to see is increase your volume on your side, because 90% of them, or pretty much everybody's, because I'm keeping in mic which is closer to my mouth. I can't anymore bring it closer. Okay, so please check on your end. Okay, with that being said, so what is going to be happening is the first and foremost thing which I always observe is going to be the global markets and other things. The other day I was telling you all, correct, why the global markets is going to be very important and what are the things which I do it and why I watch them and so on. Now I will tell you the reasons. Okay, so in 2007 when I started, I was first thing my friend asked me is in the morning is, Shiva, since you have started in trading, what did you do today morning? I said nothing. I just went through some articles in the newspaper on the Economic Times and then the Times of India, the business page and other things. That's it. Then he told me, did you open the Bloomberg terminal? Okay, I asked him why. So you needed to open the Bloomberg terminal, look at the Dow and then the Dow futures, how they have traded. Then I asked him the reason why I needed to be tracking a Dow for me to take trades in Indian market. Then he gave me certain examples. At that time, even he was a novice trader, even I was novice a trader. And he said this only thing he said, Shiva, whatever the Dow does the future, in previous day, Asian markets do it the next day, and then our market follow it. This was a blind information which was shared with me. And we were also followed, and 80% of the time, the markets also follow the same pattern what the Dow does, and then our markets also does the same thing and everything. Over a period of time, then I understood there is going to be a lot more correlation which is happening, and that is something which I needed to know. Okay, then slowly I got into the groove of knowing why and what, and still start questioning yourself why the world markets are very important for the traders. Which are the world markets which I needed to be looking at in the live market? How, along with the global markets, how the crude, the dollar index, how the global indices we needed to be tracking, how and where, what is the time frame and the time at which we needed to be tracking all these global markets. Then I started understanding, yes, these are the things which also is very important for the intraday trading and also for the positional trading. Then first and foremost thing which I said is, this is the first page which I used to open in the morning. I used to tracking the global markets. When I say the global markets, what are the markets which is very essential? Why we needed to be tracking the global markets? The reason is pure and simple. 90% of the trade which is happening around the world, it is all in dollar denominated trades. When I say dollar denominated, either you look at the crude or you buy something from abroad, or if you're trying to ship something, all will be mostly in dollar denominated currency trades, 70% maybe. And then the euro takes care of the remaining ones, and you see the Japanese yen takes care of some, and then the Chinese one very little, Russian ruble very little. But mostly anyone whom you speak across the globe, they will be saying we are ready to purchase dollar. So dollar is something which is globally accepted. Why it is globally accepted? Because US is the number one economy, and that economy's currency is going to have the maximum weightage and the value. That's the reason you see the US markets having a most important element. Okay, so talking about the US, you see that everything is getting traded in the dollar, right? So if you look at even the Brent and the crude, everything is getting traded in the dollar. Now this is fine. Why I needed to be tracking the US markets? Because that is the largest economy in the world, and anything which is happening across the globe and other things, it is going to be impacting them. Earlier, all of the trades used to be internal. When I say internal, probably you might buy something against the product, the barter system was there. So we used to do all those things. But once the economy opened up, the world opened up, we started to import, export. Currently, what are the things which we import majorly? We import crude and then the gold, and probably for some reason you will have other elements like the wheat and whatever the basic commodities which we require, and electronic items from China and other equipments from Korea and Taiwan and so on, we import. What we export? We export mostly